We've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. You can feel the energy here at Air Canada Center. The Raptors looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. So Indiana wins the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Pacers, George Hill out there with Ellis. Then there's Allen. Then it's Paul George, and it's Hill. And at the pivot spot, man in the middle. Now the Raptors moving it up. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. And what you have to like out of Valanciunas last season, improved efficiency. The game really, Clark, seemed to slow down.
The league, a little green. I mean, would make a lot of mistakes, but had excellent tools. So with enthusiasm and hard work, you knew it was just a matter of time with him.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Outside, George. It's hauled in by the Raptors. It's Scola with the drive. Here's DeRozan. Good on the three-point shot. DeRozan's got himself on the board with three there.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Outside Hill. Allen with the screen for Hill. It's Allen on the rim. It's back to Hill. Just 4 to shoot. The shot from 20 feet away. They get the rebound. Another shot. And Allen with the layup.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Toronto, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Mr. Clutch, the best of Valanciunas. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by. That's good.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
The Pacers have gone in 1-4 to get this game started. Right side Hill. Hill sets the screen for Hill. The feed to Hill. It's back to Hill. And a wide open look here for Ellis. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it's never going to be an easy night for you.
You know, for the Pacers last season, with Paul George being out for most of the season, they knew it would be a struggle. They would go into lengthy dry spells that made it hard for them to keep pace in the East, in part because they missed Paul George's all-around brilliance and his offense.
Fast break Toronto. Here's Mr. Clutch. Offline with his three. And here's the fast break. And it's Hill. That time the assist by George.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
As for those dry spells you mentioned about the Pacers, they had a number of long losing streaks last season.
Yeah, as a team, they had 4 different losing streaks of 6 or more games, and they got hot at the end. Season-high win streak of 6 to stay playoff relevant. It was just too little, too late compared to their losing streaks earlier in the year.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Mahinmi's checked in for Hill. Solomon Hill comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Ellis. Here's Mr. Clutch. 7 points in the game. Stola kicks to DeRozan. Takes a 3. No one. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris?
He told me there aren't many big men with the mobility and length of Jonas Valanciunas, and that he's a player they'll really have to account for. Quote, JV's still developing his skill set, but there just aren't that many people in the world of his size. And you factor in his motor, he can really impact the game. Guys will see how they try to deal with him.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And here are the Pacers now. The Raptors getting the bucket. Outside Hill. Indiana needs to get a shot at it. Runs it from downtown.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step. He just pulled up and drained the three.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Takes it off the glass. Mr. Clutch has got 11.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Now here's Hill. D right on him. To the paint. Here's Allen. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. Last year, Toronto won their division and got bounced down the first round. Same result, Clark, they had back in 2014.
Yeah, but you know, despite that sameness, they were an improved team last season, Kevin. They did a lot of the small things better in total, and I thought looked better and more cohesive as a group.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Indiana. Pacers trail by 4. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Stuckey into the lane. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land. It's a beautiful jam.
The spinorama, kind of like using the washing machine. Do you know what kind of athlete you have to be to pull off that 360?
Remarkable, truly remarkable.
Let's call it the agitator.
I tell you what, spinorama, I like the nickname. You may have started something there.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slim Pin.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from...
Hey, talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to...
I think I had that all my life.
And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And you know, that kind of relentless determination. Is really something Monte is known for, and one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years in the NBA as a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off a turnover.
Scola out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Carroll in at the 3. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And though he's been working on his offensive skills, defense and rebounding are Valanciunas' bread and butter. That was the case with him when he was playing in Lithuania Club, and it's the case now.
It still sure is the case. I mean, it's hard to find a guy with this combination of size, athleticism, and fluidity. Just a tad over-aggressive at times, and I'd rather have to turn a guy down than to turn him up.
And watching Valanciunas rebound, it's clear he has all the tools. Great anticipation, really looks to box out. Strong vertical, might just need to add some strength to become a perennial 10-rebound-a-game guy.
And Indiana making a change here. Hill's checked in.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting. And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Ellis on top. DeRozan defending. T2 from Hill. Off target from the wing.
And for Valanciunas, he's been working on his defensive consistency. Last year, he actually increased his blocks per game while lowering his fouls per game. That's a big step forward in his development.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Well, I'm sure you guys have heard this, that the nickname that has been given to DeMarre Carroll, the Junkyard Dog, I think it's apropos. Kid drafted out of Missouri back in the 2009 draft.
Yeah, and he actually had to show perseverance to hang around as he bounced around a bit. But I think he's found a home now.
There's the pick. Hill dishes to Ellis. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Ellis has got his second bucket of the night.
And Carroll, an energy player, he's developed a reliable three-point stroke. I mean, he can also hurt you in transition. He's got terrific size and athleticism, and he also really knows how to play without the basketball.
And the basket by Hill.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And Stola, here we go now. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Raptors lead by 11.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And Carroll, by advanced stats, one of the most productive small forwards in our league. I mean, one thing I like, even as he's developed into a three-point threat, he still has an instinct for cutting to the rim off the ball when his defender turns his head. I mean, one of the things I think that allows his team to be so good is his understanding of how to play the game.
LaVoy Allen checked in for Ian Mahinmi. And it's Hill penetrating. It's stolen. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's DeRozan. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. DeRozan's got 6 here in this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
The shot by George, wide open. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. George has got it back down to within single digits for the Pacers. Here's Mr. Clutch. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Mr. Clutch has got 20.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Hill passes to Allen. Ellis kicks to Allen. There's a good screen. Hill dishes to Allen. And the rejection by Valanciunas. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Mr. Clutch. And again, Toronto with the triple.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Hill from the high post. That one wide left.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
George. Shot is no good. And that does it for the...
Hey, Kevin, will Coach Casey...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson along with it's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They lead by 15. Kenny, let's go to you. Your opinion on their game so far.
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've...
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready to...
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
On the court for Indiana. LeBoy Allen out there with Paul George. Then it's Hill. Then it's Ellis. And it's Hill in at the point. For three, Ellis. Here's Allen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Jonas Valanciunas is second.
You know, nobody said this guy couldn't miss last season, and because he was such a good percentage shooter, one of the best in the league, his teammates always were looking for him.
That free throw good from Allen. Indiana didn't have a great record on the road last season. Only went Clark 15-26 on the year, and it cost them down the stretch.
It really did, Kevin. I mean, the Pacers had a bumpy year with all of the injuries, particularly with George being out for most of the year. And his absence is most noted in those tough road games.
Ellis, that's good.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. Back to DeRozan. Another miss by DeRozan.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Outside Hill. The dish to George. Jumper off the screen. That's short off the rim.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. This, of course, their first chance to take a look at this year's Toronto squad.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
Yeah, and as they renew acquaintances, if you're the underdog, you always want to show, hey, we've got something new up our sleeves. It should be fun.
Mahinmi's checked in for Indiana. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. George has got 5. Raptors leading by 16.
You know, and Paul George played the first few years of his career in the NBA with 24 on his back. And as you can see, he now goes with 13 after making the switch prior to last year.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Took him no time at all on that one. And 12 points for DeMar DeRozan.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
And with Paul George going with the number 13 now, as you can see, helps with his nickname, PG-13.
Yeah, that's a good nickname, a nice fit. Young Tracy, as he likes to go by on Twitter, he said himself that it was about embracing his stature and stardom in the league. Nice way to do it.
Hill passes to Ellis. Rebounded by Luis Scola. Scola's got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside, it's stolen by Hill. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. Mahinmi kicks to Hill. Allen dishes to Ellis. George against DeRozan. And George, here we go. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. George has got 10.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Mr. Clutch, and it's off from three-point range. Pacers trail by 16. It's stolen by DeRozan. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. DeRozan leading the charge. Great defense that time from Ellis.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Carroll against George. Takes a shot at the elbow. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And DeRozan. Here we go. And the rejection by Mahinmi. One-on-one here. Ellis, that's good.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Hill, he's checked in for George. C.J. Miles comes in for Monte Ellis. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Hill. They set the pick. Outside Hill. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
And Indiana making a change here. Hill's checked in.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Now here's Stuckey. He's guarded closely. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Six seconds left in the third. Stuckey for 3. Misses there. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Here is Miles. We've got DeRozan. Scola out there with Damari Carroll. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Mr. Clutch in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Stuckey. Pacers trail by 14. And it's Miles missing.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
DeRozan, a good look. Nice shot from the wing. DeRozan's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Raptors. Indiana's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Stuckey into the lane. Scola with the rebound.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Outside for Miles. Pass to Allen. 14 feet away. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shoots the 3. And it's DeRozan missing. Pacers trail by 19. Hill with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Here's Stuckey. Good. The assist goes to Hill. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And it comes off the front of the rim. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the 1 made. And it's Miles missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mr. Clutch has got 9 points here in the second half. Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Timeout called the Pacers.
And for Luis Scola, a very different role for him over the last 2 years. He was a starter for most of his career, then signed with Indiana, who had David West at the 4. Off the bench, though, Scola still played efficiently, but he was just used to putting up much bigger numbers for other teams.
James Johnson's checked in for the Raptors. Lowry comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Indiana also making some changes. George is checked in for Solomon Hill. Ellis comes in for C.J. Miles. And George Hill's subbed in for Rodney Stuckey. Ellis goes in. The shot misses. Nice D from Valanciunas. Raptors leading by 20. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Paul George. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. He mentioned one more thing, which was that he'd like them to get out and run whenever they get their hands on the ball. Let's play this game at top speed. Those were his exact words. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
Some fantastic numbers here for Mr. Clutch. He's got 32 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is see guys knocking down buckets.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, it seems like this is something we've said quite a bit the last few years, but now we really feel like we're in a golden age for point guards. So many point guards on so many teams are the leaders and best players on their team. You can name a dozen all-star level point guards in the league right now.
Takes a three, and the rebound goes to the Pacers. Allen's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Ellis goes in, missed inside. Raptors leading by 21. To illustrate just how strong the point guard position is right now, Greg, in the NBA, just take a look at the point guards who did not make the All-Star team a season ago. Wow.
You know, in both conferences, it's almost as if we're in the midst of a point guard renaissance for the NBA. I mean, MVP Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, CP3 out west, John Wall, Kyrie Irving in the East. Boy, I could go on and on with the great players at that position. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Toronto.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, seemed torn with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Mr. Clutch. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
And Miles kicks to Whittington. Shot clock at 5. Hill has the open look. Off target from three-point range. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
Miles, that's good.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Rebound by Mahinmi.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
They set the screen. Screen by Young. Shoots off the screen. And it's Miles missing. The three from Johnson. No good there. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor. Kenny, your thoughts?
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just